career plan. This form includes questions referring to a customer's educational and career goals, interests and abilities, and a detailed skills assessment. This self-assessment helps customers focus on what their individual skills are in order to develop a career plan which will include skills they need to acquire in order to complete their educational goals. Have customers answer each question and complete their skills assessment.
Once you've got your name on there, you're going to go below that where it asks about educational goals. It asks, why are you here? To improve your basic literacy, improve your English literacy, obtain a job, improve your current job, earn your GED, or enter post-secondary education or training. You can check more than one of those if you'd like to. If you're here for any type of vocational program, for example, computers, CNA, medical billing, A+ certification, electrical, anything like that, that would be considered training. And you'll check this one right here. If you're here for college prep, which ECC offers, or Bryant and Stratton, you'll check here as well for post-secondary education. All right, we're going to go under interests. Number 1, what activities do you enjoy? Any type of activity that you enjoy when you have free time. Okay, so if you like to read, maybe you like to listen to music, maybe you like to exercise, go bowling, cook, spend time with your children, your family. We're going to move right down to number 2. What classes or subjects do you enjoy most? And sometimes it's a little challenging. I have people that come in for their GED, and I ask them that, and they always say to me, often they will say to me, I really didn't like school. I didn't like any subjects in school. In fact, I really hated school, and I don't like any subjects. And I always kind of try to prompt them for some interests. If they didn't like any of the traditional subjects in school, like math or science, they may have liked like art, music, maybe one of your just electives like ceramics or shop. Something that you're good at, something that you feel you're good at. It always seems to be a hard one for people. I have to talk to them a little bit. Go ahead, hon.
Well, I'm good at doing hair.
So that's a really good example. That's a very good example. It could be something very specific like that, or it could be something like I work well with people. You know, I work well with the elderly. I like to work with children, something that you're good at. Once you're on to challenges, number 1 asks, the following things make it difficult for me to get or keep a job. Okay? If you're working, if you're currently working, you can write that I'm currently employed. I'm already employed. If you're retired, you'll write the same thing. But if you're not working, what is making it difficult for you to get that job or keep a job? Think about some of those things. A lot of times I see people, they will tell me that sometimes transportation makes it difficult. Daycare issues. A lot of people tend to have daycare issues. Number 2, the academic areas you feel you need to strengthen. What academic areas or area do you feel would be a good area for you to work on a little harder? What do you think most people say? Yes. Most people say math. On the very bottom, where it asks for career exploration, you're going to see 3 categories: career of interest, education needed, and skills I need to acquire. In the first column, when it asks for your career of interest, any career that you feel is interesting. Any career that you've ever thought, that would be an interesting career. I think that would be something I would like to do or something that just seems interesting to me. After you've listed that career, you're going to go to the second column where it asks for the education needed for that career. You'll list whatever type of education is needed for those specific careers. For example, if you list teacher or nurse, something similar to that, you might write down college for the education needed. If you list something a little more along the lines of plumber, chef, you might list training. In the third column, it asks for the skills I need to acquire, meaning the skills you need to acquire in order to accomplish that particular career. Under that, I would like you to just list the same thing that you listed under the education needed column. On the back, it asks, how do I get there? How do I get to my career goal? Is it to obtain my GED? Enter a specific training program? We aren't going to look at this one. We aren't doing any type of fluency certificate. So we're going to go up here. Are you going to apply to a 2 or 4 year college? Obtain an entry-level job or find a job in your chosen field? Under skills assessment, read all of the questions, starting with basic skills, all the way down to where it asks if you have a resume. Read all of those questions, answer yes, sometimes, or no to each question. On the bottom of the form, where it asks for the date of review, you put today's particular date and sign underneath where it says student signature.